Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's main topic will be about tires and what do the sidewall markings mean. Well, at least most of them. This information will be useful for you the next time you need to buy new tires. After all, winter season is slowly coming to an end. So let's start with the basic information you need to know when buying new tires. And those are the numbers right here. So let's start with the first number, and that's 215. That's your tire's width in millimeters. So that will be 215 millimeters or 21.5 centimeters. The next one is 55, and that's your tire's height. But that's not in millimeters, but it's actually 55% from your tire's width. So that will be 215 times 0.55, and it's roughly about 118 millimeters. The next one will be Z, and that is the speed rating. After that comes R. Now a lot of people confuse this because they think the R means radius, so your tire's radius is 16 inches, but that's not true. The R means that the tire is a radial tire. In a radial tire, the cords that go through the tire are perpendicular to your tire's center. They go pretty much like that. In some cases, instead of the letter R, you will find a D, and that means that it's a diagonal tire. Now afterwards comes the size of your wheel. That's 16 inches in diameter. Next one is 97, and that's the load index your tire can safely take, assuming the tire is in a good condition. After 97 comes a W, and again, that's the speed index. Now, I don't know the exact story why they still write a Z as a speed index, because W indicates that the tire can safely handle 270 kilometers an hour, and Z indicates that the tire can safely handle 240 kilometers an hour. Of course, assuming the tire is in great condition. Now, I assume that they still use the Z to mark the tire as a performance tire, because there are more people that know what the Z means instead of what the W means. So that's just my theory. Now that covers the markings that you should know when buying new tires. But right here below you can see extra load, radial, and tubeless. So what does that mean? So extra load, sometimes it's just written XL, means that the tire has a thicker, more reinforced structure. And that means that they can handle a little more punishment than usual tires. And if you do a lot of off-roading, then extra load tires are a must. Afterwards comes the word radial. As I explained, it's the same as this R. Then tubeless. Well, tubeless indicates that the tire is, well, without a tube, because there are some tires, I think they're called pneumatic tires. I'm sure I said that incorrectly, but yeah, there are pneumatic tires that have a separate tube in them that gets filled up with air. And then right here we have maximum load and maximum pressure. Now, as I showed you earlier, there was a load index that was 97, and that 97 translates to 730 kilograms. And that's the load your tire can safely handle, again, assuming it's in great condition. But wait, my car weighs more than 730 kilograms. Remember, your car has probably 4 wheels, so your car's weight gets divided by 4. And then maximum pressure. Here it says maximum pressure is 340 kilopascals or 50 psi. Now, that's the maximum pressure your tire can safely handle, but it doesn't mean it has to be filled up with as much. To know how much air your tires need, you should look in your car's manual. And over here we have treadwear, traction, and temperature. Well, Treadwear 240, it's pretty much shows how long your tires will last. In comparison, a tire with a Treadwear 300 should in theory last twice as long as a tire with Treadwear 150. Now traction shows your tire's ability to stop your car on a wet asphalt surface. And these ratings can be C, B, A in my case, and a double A, with double A being the best. And then temperature. That shows your tire's ability to dissipate heat at higher speeds. And these ratings can be C, B, or A, with A being, of course, the best. And here right below we can see rotation. That means, well, for the major part your tire has to rotate in that direction. There can be tires that can rotate in both directions, but in this case it's just in that direction. And then right here you can see that shows when the tire was manufactured, and it usually consists of 4 numbers. The first 2 being the week and the last 2 being the year. In this case it was the 50th week in 2015. On winter tires you might also see a snowflake, which indicates that it's a winter tire, or M plus S. That pretty much means mud and snow. And right next to that you can see it says studless. This is a studless winter tire. Studs are those little nails that go into your tire and provide extra traction on ice. But in this case it's a studless tire. Now that pretty much covers the markings you can see on my tire. In some cases you might also see the letters P and LT, which stand for P is for a passenger car and LT is for a light truck. In some cases you might also see a C, which stands for cargo or commercial use. And speaking of trucks, on their tires, like in this image, you might also find 2 load indexes. The first is for a single tire and the second one is for double tires, like you usually see on a truck's driving wheels. In this image you can also see the word regroupable. That means that the tread of the tire can be cut deeper if needed. Usually truck drivers do this when the tread has worn out. In fact, most truck tires can be regrouped. Interestingly, when I was making this video, one of my colleagues told me that truck tires can have FRT marked on them. That means free rolling tire. Tires with FRT marking cannot be put on your steering or your driving wheels. In most cases they will go on your trailer or on a truck's lazy axle. So that's it for today, guys. I hope this video was useful for you. If it was, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and see you next time.